Hi, it's Bonita from Pennies to Dollars. And today I thought we would challenge the idea of, is time really equal to money? That saying, time is money, actually comes from Ben Franklin about advice to a young tradesman. So it had to do with someone that was selling things, making things to make money. And a lot of times we hear that time is money, and it kind of applies to salesmen who are working on commission. But does it really apply to us in our everyday lives? We have gotten used to thinking that time is money when it comes to convenience items and to things that we do on a day-to-day basis. We have stopped challenging ourselves to think that there is another way to do things that might actually save us money. I want to challenge us today to come up with different ways. My husband and I have been on this quest to be more frugal and to try to save money for retirement and to find more cost-effective ways to do things in our day-to-day lives. We have been successful in so many ways. We have cut our electricity, we have cut our household costs in many ways. And so I want to share some of those with you today and challenge you to think in your everyday lives, places that you can save money. We just get used to doing things and it just becomes normal. For instance, oatmeal packets. That's just become normal. My husband said he used to always just get 2 oatmeal packets every morning and make his breakfast. Guess what? We don't do that anymore. We buy bulk oatmeal. We use a half a cup of oatmeal. We add brown sugar and we cook it in the microwave for 2 minutes. It is so much cheaper and it goes so much farther. And we have saved a ton of money just on oatmeal because we challenged the idea that the oatmeal packets were normal. Another thing that we've started doing is we've gone back to making homemade popcorn. Microwave popcorn had just become normal. For the last 11 years, we have made microwave popcorn many nights a week and didn't even think about the fact that that wasn't the way we used to do it. We started putting in about a half a cup of oil and about 3/4 of a cup of regular popcorn in a stew pot with a lid and making popcorn the old-fashioned way again. And it is so much better. We don't even want to go back to microwave popcorn. It's not worth it. And we have saved so much money because popcorn was a staple as a snack in our house. And we were buying microwave popcorn like crazy. And just think about how much money we've saved. We sat there the other day and calculated that the popcorn that we were eating per week, we haven't even spent that much, and it has now been months that we have been making homemade popcorn. Another thing is coffee pods. We're so used to buying coffee pods and just sticking them in the Keurig, but they actually make a coffee holder that fits in your Keurig that has a little built-in filter that you put the coffee in, and you can make your coffee with that Keurig and add your own coffee every day. Coffee pods are so expensive. Bulk coffee is not nearly as expensive, and it goes so much farther, and it just takes a couple of minutes to put that in there. And then I save the coffee grounds and I use it to compost in my gardens. So much easier, so many more uses, but we challenged the way we were doing things on a day-to-day basis to save money. For instance, making your own coffee. And everybody talks about how you can make your own coffee and save money. And a lot of people like to go to Starbucks. But how much time do you allow for that? If time is money, are you getting up an extra 15 to 20 minutes to wait in that drive-thru to get that coffee and then spend $6 to $7 for that coffee? Maybe you don't have time to make it at home. Maybe that is your argument and you don't have time to make it at home. What about challenging yourself to stop at a convenience store and get coffee there? It's about $1 a cup. And if you stop at the places that we have here in Kansas called Quick Shop with a K, K-W-I-K, they have every type of creamer flavor you could ever want in your life, every type of sugar flavor you could ever want in your life, and it costs about $1.07. So maybe even just substitute when you challenge yourself to think differently, to save money. Another item is soft soap. We have become a nation of people that use liquid soap to bathe. We have gotten away from using bar soap when bar soap lasts forever. Get it wet, put it on your washcloth, and use the washcloth instead of the liquid soap. Liquid soap can run you anywhere from $4 to $6 or $7 a bottle for the fragrance. But if you switch back to that bar soap, look how much you're saving, because we just squirt and squirt that soap into our hands. We've forgotten how to use washcloths. We've forgotten how to use bar soap. And that saves a ton of money. So maybe just challenge yourself in that area. I know so many people will say, I can't think of any ideas. And it's really tough sometimes because it's became normal. So you have to kind of go around your house and think, okay, how could I do this differently? Have I ever done this differently? Do other people do this differently? Could I do this differently? Maybe saving and reworking things around your house to come up with different ideas. So many people use Etsy nowadays to come up with craft ideas. But there's so many ways to do craft things in your house with items you already have. You'll see tons of YouTube videos on Dollar Tree hacks where they go in and buy all these things for $1, and then they make all these crafty little things in their house with all the things they purchased at the Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree stuff can add up pretty quickly at $1 each. My dad used to say the fastest way to spend a $100 bill was to go to the dollar store. And so I like to challenge myself to come up with different ways to use that money. My dad used to take little baby food jars and glue the lids to the bottoms of shelves in the garage, put his screws, bolts in there, and then screw it back in. It made great organizers, but he didn't spend a bunch of money at the Dollar Tree to do it. And for instance, I had some broken sunlights in the yard. They were broken. I already had this bowl. I already had these wonderful little beads. So I just put my broken sun lamp in here and I sit it in the window. And you know what? In the evening, it lights up and lights up these beads. It is so beautiful, so relaxing, so beautiful. And it was stuff I already had at home. So why are we working so hard for a living to just use these convenience items? I know we want to save money. I know we want to get out of debt. I know we deserve to get out of debt. Aren't we worth it? Aren't we worth challenging ourselves to make our lives easier? Not by the convenience items, but by doing things a different way so that in the long run, we are not in debt and we are not struggling. I see a lot of Facebook posts about people, how they're struggling, and they'll say things like, but I'm not even getting my nails done. That's become normal for people to get their nails done. And that's the kind of thinking that I'm wanting you to challenge. Challenge yourself that these things that we think are normal, are they really? Are they really normal? Can we do them a different way? Can we save money? Let me know your thoughts on this, and I hope you have a great week.